Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to design a generative AI model like ChatGPT with the custom data. So before that I will tell you what is the difference between the AI and the generative AI. So AI is the artificial intelligence which is used to taking some of the decision like yes or no or something to prediction. So that kind of things can be taken by the artificial intelligence or AI. So the generative AI it's a kind of AI used to generate a new and original content, whether it may be text or image or audio or video. So it's a generating new thing, not like AI. AI used to only taking some of the decisions. So but generative AI is generating a new content. So here you can see the figure. So here ML is the machine learning. Under the ML we will have the deep learning. Under the deep learning we will have the generative AI. So generative AI is a subset of deep learning. So with the help of deep learning only we can create a new generative AI models. So in the next slide you can see the overview. So here you can see, so AI is the first one, artificial intelligence. Under the AI we can have ML, that is machine learning. Under the machine learning we will have the deep learning. So artificial intelligence is a discipline and machine learning is the subfield. Likewise deep learning is a subfield of machine learning and the generative AI is the subfield of deep learning. So here you can see it here. So then we are moving to the model types. So deep learning model types that can be classified into discriminative and the generative. So discriminative model means you can see it here, used to classify or predict something, typically trained on a data set of labeled data. So if you see the generative model generate new data that is similar to data it was trained on. So this is the difference between AI. So discriminative means general traditional AI and the generative means generative AI. These two comes under the deep learning models only. So now you can understand the difference. So AI is used to taking some of the decision that is some under the discriminative. So generative deep learning model that is used to create a new things, that is the generative artificial intelligence or generative AI. So you can see the example here. So discriminative techniques, that is classifying, that means the discriminative model you can see it here, the classify a dog or cat here. And the generative techniques, say generative model generate a dog image, or if you generate a text, generate a video, generate a images like that. So these are the these two are the model types. So then if you go to the next one, so this is how the training is happening in the generative AI. This thing I will explain you later. uh, Before that I just to show the program how to design a simple generative AI model. So here you can see it here. So I have taken some of the text data having little stories or comics, something like that. So just I'm feeding those data and taking the text. With the help of text I am generating a new text or new comic. So this is the model which we designed, the generative AI model. So this is the output. So this is giving some of the meaningful information, but it's not very big. I'm not using very big data and I'm not using very good model, that's but it's something it's creating like ChatGPT. So now I will tell you how to design those things, how it will producing the result. So just I'm running this program. Now you can see it here. Now I am loading the data, all the data here. So I'm loading 30 lakhs of text information. So these are that text value. So it's training over this all kind of text, then producing the result. Now just I'm running the main part. So here I used a LSTM model for predicting the next words or predicting the story. So in the ChatGPT they used the transformer models, but they used billions of words and billions of text data. I just used little data here. So now you can see it here. Now the training is going on. Initially I just let's run it. First one, this is the loading the data, and this is the total text we used for training, that is 30 lakhs of text. Now it's the main program. You can see it here, LSTM used here. So first each epoch it will generate a new text. That means based upon these stories it will generating a new stories. So that you can see it here. Now the data has been loaded. Now its training has been started here. So now it will go to the first epoch, that means the first iterations. Then it will produce the result uh, under the temperature 0.2. That is the control parameters for the randomness of generating a new data. It won't take any decisions. It will generate a new text information like the training data. So here some of the text here, some paragraph here. So according to that one, it will generate a new text, but which is not already existing in the training data. So now you can see here the first epoch is going on. So let's see what's happening, what will be the output. I hope it will generate some of the useful information, but this is the way how to design a generative AI model, but it's won't be more accurate because we just take a little text data. Also it's a simple LSTM model. So in the same way, if you design a good model, we'll be having good accurate text. It will generate a good accurate text according to the training. So otherwise it will generate a good story or good comic which is not already exist. So let's see what is going. Now it's training for the first epochs, and it will I just given the 2 epochs only. If you give 100 epochs it will take more time, but it will give you accurate result. I hope it will producing a better result. Let's see what's going on. This is the way the ChatGPT also designed. When we ask the question, it will give the answer. When we ask to write a story, it will write the stories, that kind of things. So let's see. Now I think it's generating something. My lord, and shall have the fourth, my lord, and shall please speak the great, the work till princess, fourth, and something is generating, but it's may not accurate because it's the first epochs. If you go for more epochs, it will generate good text. uh, that will be more meaningful. So this is the case. So now it's going to the second epoch. So next epoch it will improve the previous text. So let's see. But in the meantime I will show you how to do that, uh, how the generative AI training has been happened. So here you can see the text generation process. So you can see the I love eating bagels with the cream cheese, my mother's meatloaf out with friends. So this is our prompt, this is our output. Then how it works. So generative AI is a built by using supervised learning. Supervised learning, there should be a labeled data. We need to give each word, this should be the next outcome, this should be the next. So data has to be predefined for the each text. So here how it's taking the inputs, you can see it here. My favorite food is a, that is the input. Bagel is the output. Next line, my favorite food is a bagel with is the output. Now next, third one, my favorite food is a bagel with green. So what it's going, how it's training, so it's training each and every word. So first if you take the first word as the input, second word is the output. Next, first 2 words is the input, third word is the output. Next, first 3 word is the input, fourth word is the output. So likewise it is training all over the data, billions of data it's training over there. Then it is producing a model so that it can able to predict the next word in a new things, or otherwise it can generate a new things and new words, not only predicting the decisions or the next word. It can generate a new words. That is what happening. So here you can see here, when we train a large AI system, a lot of data, hundred of billions of words, we can get large language model like ChatGPT. So this is what how they're training. So when we give billions of text, it is taking the input as well as the output. It's matching the input with the output. So clearly training all the data and it producing a model. So after that, when you give any text information, it will answer our questions, and it will otherwise it will generate a new kind of text or paragraph or whatever the questions we are asking. So this is how the training is works in generative AI. Now let's go to the old one. So how it's generating. So in the second epoch, it's generating something. When it's also for in the first search for the provide to me some of the strong to me ground to the ground. So this is also something is generated, but it is not more meaningful, but it's generating something according to the previous text training data. So this is how we design a generative simple generative AI model. So when you give that one, it will generate a new text or new stories or new paragraph when you give more data. So this is what designing of a generative AI models. So I think you understood. If any doubt means you can ask me, and thanks for watching.